I got 3 bad bitches in the bag. I don't know how to act. Going through my district, I'm gonna take your ass. Just hit me in my ass.
I'm back. I'm back. Okay, yeah, I'm back. Yeah. Hi guys. Hi, how y'all doing? Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. Now that I'm here, right? That I'm here, finally. I did promise you guys I was gonna do a video today. I was waiting for somebody to drop a video. Cause you guys kept spamming me. It was like, yo, Sue, y'all commented all over my old videos, all over the live stream video, like, yo, Sue, a new chapter drop. Saitama got a new feet. I ain't talking about those feet, but he got a new feet. Alright? Don't think I didn't see it. Y'all kept spoiling me. Feel me? Y'all spoiled the moment for your boy. So now I know what he did. I ain't gonna say it right now. This is the intro. I'm not gonna say it. Y'all want me to say it? I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. But we're back. Alright? So we got a new feed. Some crazy shit happened. Alright? So don't think that your boy Sue don't know. I'm not gonna play stupid. I know. So with that being said, if you're new to the channel, you like videos like this, help your boy out. We're almost at 30,000 subs. Can you guys please hit the subscribe with all notifications on for me? Please. Thank you. And don't forget to smash the like button. Alright? Okay, let's check it out.
There's 2 Saitamas? Saitama's sneeze nearly blows up Jupiter.
No. Hold on. This is what I wanted to talk about, all right? So, boom, this is what happens. Now, all his sneeze did really was, push the gas. The gases that surround. That's actually kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. It looks way more impressive than what it was. But what was more impressive was that the impact of the sneeze blew them over to Earth. That was crazy. I'm like, how the freak that happened? But this was crazy. His sneeze blew away the thousands of miles of gases that surround the core of Jupiter. That's what we're looking at. So it didn't nearly destroy it. It just, because if it did nearly destroy Jupiter, you'll see this core right here with a boom, boom. Not exploded, but something would have happened to it. Anyway, let's continue.
Dude, look at this shot. What is going on?
That's incredible. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm really impressed by this. Like, Murata or whoever's drawing this shit, Murata, has a way of making something simple look way more bigger than what it is. And I actually love it. It's really dope. This is a crazy shot.
And apparently, Saitama can fly in space by farting. Yes, you heard that.
I didn't see that.
He can fly in space and he can breathe in space. And this fight is finally over. Garo is defeated. We got time travel in this chapter. I mean, whoa, so much to talk about here.
It's a lot of shit that happened in this chapter, bro. Like, he did this little thing, right? He did his thing. Y'all know I'm descriptive with my shit, because I'm a cop. But, like, he did his thing, right? He's like, and then, like, the swirly thing happened, right? And then his body shifted like this. And then
I think the arc is done. I think it's finally over. A climactic, crazy final battle here.
But, not to pause, I'm sorry. I got to get my 2 cents out. But, just to say this. Saitama could not kill Garo by any means. By any means, right? Like, he showed Garo that, like, yeah, like, he can't really kill him. Like,
We got to see some of the power scaling between Saitama and Garo. And
yes, we did.
I just loved everything about this. We got a lot to talk about. That's coming up right after this. Today's video is sponsored.
Hey, I didn't come here for no sponsor, my boy. All right, you want to cut through all of this.
Comes in for another punch, and Saitama just like literally does the limbo, dodges it, and then uses Garo's hyperspace gate to throw a punch and just punch the living daylights out of Garo. Now Garo is still using these hyperspace gates. He comes through one and he throws down this martial arts kick down onto Saitama's head, and Saitama returns with a blow into his gut. And there's still a lot of really good combat in this chapter. It's not just like, you know, a couple punches or one punch and it's over. Like, this is still primarily a full combat chapter, and they're trading a lot, but you can see Saitama is winning. Saitama blasts off this rock and does this insane, like, karate chop into the back of Garo's neck. I don't know how in the hell this guy is surviving. Like, honestly, the amount of hits of serious Saitama that this guy took is...
That's what I've been trying to tell you. When it's against strong, really strong people, Saitama cannot one-shot you. So what does that say about Goku? Or Vegeta or somebody like that. Like, you're going to have to be way stronger than them boys. Right? Saitama is showing me feats that are like, oh, they're really impressive. Like, solar system level feats. Not galaxy, nothing like that. Nothing crazy like that. But, like, he's showing us that, like, okay, yeah, his sneezes could blow away the gases of Jupiter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see him destroy a planet by accident. Then I'm like, okay, you got something right there, my boy. But you destroy stars, so like, you know, star level.
Actually, like, really crazy. Like, I might have to make a video about it another day, because I mean, yes, he did lose in this chapter, but it's kind of unbelievable how much he survived. Even after the karate chop, he gets up and uppercuts Saitama into the stomach. And, I mean, that looks like insanely powerful, but Saitama returns it with an uppercut of his own right under Garo's chin. And I love what Murata did here. He gave us, like, this power scaling graph and basically showed that, you know, Saitama was, like, maybe twice the strength of Garo. Garo was like, I'm going to keep copying Saitama until I can overcome his power. And even though Garo...
So it's been confirmed that he can't copy your power. Like, your power level, that's what I was trying to tell people during the live stream, right? So, my thought was that, okay, yeah, maybe he can't copy power level. No, he can't copy power level, right? He can't copy how strong you actually are. He could copy your attacks. So, if he was to fight against the Goku and try to use a Super Saiyan, right? He's going to be strong for his power for a Super Saiyan, but against somebody like Goku or Kaba or some shit like that, Gohan, he's going to get his ass mollywopped. Right? He can't copy power level. So it's been confirmed that he can't copy your power, your strength. He can't copy that. He can copy your techniques, though.
Garo is going up by copying Saitama's serious mode. Saitama is just rocketing past him off the charts because he has no limits. And this is the most serious we've ever seen Saitama in the series, with the exception of the Subterraneans. And that was just a dream. So, at this point, even though Garo is, like, growing and getting stronger and stronger and competing with Saitama, Saitama is just, like, he's just infinite, right? Like, he is just unlocking more and more levels of his powers and capabilities, and it's pretty awesome to see, to be honest. Like, I love this, and I love that we actually got, like, a power scaling graph. I mean... That's just so cool. Like, what anime actually does that? I wish Dragon Ball would do that. And Saitama gets so strong to the point...
Throwing shots. I understand, though. Like, we don't know. Right now, this whole manga thing, bro, I forgot who's drawing it. Oh, Torotaro. He don't include that. Like, we don't know how strong, you know, these characters are at this moment in time. Like, it'll be good if we got, like, a sense of how strong they are, right? You know, like, we don't know how strong none of these people are. We don't even know how to scale Dragon Ball characters at this point because we don't know where people stand, right? But even with this was kind of vague. We know that Saitama was stronger than Garo, and Garo was putting up a fight, but it's like, where do they scale exactly?
Point where Garo throws a punch, and Saitama just simply catches it. And you know, at this point, like, the fight is over. Like, so I don't know what the explanation is for Saitama. Like, you know, he's not holding back. He's getting stronger, but is he just, like, unleashing more of his godlike potential?
And that's the thing. I feel like he's not really getting stronger. It's more like he's using more and more of his powers that he hasn't used because nobody really challenged him besides Boros. So it's more like, for me, in my personal opinion, that he's just using more of his power. So like, the more power he's using, the stronger he's getting. It's not like he's getting strong. Well, you know what I'm trying to say.
His limitless potential as the fight goes on. It's a pretty accurate depiction here. I mean, Murata did a really good job showing that Saitama has zero limits. And as he starts, engaging into that territory, like, it doesn't matter how powerful you are, you can't beat him, period. Regardless,
in his show,
I think it's really awesome how, even though he's just a simple parody character that can't be defeated, we still got this insane boss battle that lasted so many chapters, and we got to see Saitama pushing himself farther. I mean, he's not really pushing himself. He's more so just unlocking more and more of his limitless potential as the fight progressed. But it was still like just such an insanely cool fight, especially to see a parody character actually go up against a super.
What is outplay? You play and it records. You can choose exactly what you want it to record, whether it be kills, assists, deaths.
Super powerful villain like this. Okay, and so Saitama catches Garo's hand and then goes in for this. I don't know if it's a serious sneeze or if he just actually sneezed by accident, but we get this series of double page.
That is a beautiful freaking shot. My God, this is beautiful. My boy, oh my God. This looks great. This looks great. This looks great, bro. I'm not going to hold you. This looks great.
Shots here from Murata that are just absolutely breathtaking. And this sneeze, hits Jupiter, and then you get this shot of, the whole outer sphere of Jupiter just blowing off from Saitama's sneeze. I mean, this shot is just freaking insane, dude. And you even got, the moon of Jupiter Io there, all crumbly, and then just this massive, marble inside the planet, probably, iron or some
That's
sort
the
of,
core, my boy.
There's probably some sort of, I'm sure Murata did his research, but he's taking us out into space, man. I mean, this is really cool stuff. Okay, so at this point, Garo, pushes himself into Saitama and keeps throwing punches, and he's, he actually lands one on Saitama's face. And the result of this serious punch on a Saitama, Garo, I guess, uses the explosion as a shockwave to propel him back to Earth. So this is how they get back to Earth. He uses a hyperspace gate. I guess he's able to just teleport all the way to Earth. I mean, Blast can do it, right? So I guess why not Garo? But I think the explosion kind of helped propulse him, back to Earth. But anyways, yeah, this is how they get back to Earth. And Saitama follows him. And Garo's like, I did it, I beat him, I left him on the, in Jupiter, he'll never be able to get back. And Saitama's right behind him, right? He just followed him through the gate. Now, at this point, Garo tries to escape through another hyperspace gate, and Saitama literally just farts, and it just, rockets him after Garo. So, this is really interesting. Actually, a friend of mine, an animator, eToy1, He's been doing this just absolutely incredible Goku vs. Saitama animation, and he just released this trailer for the third part of it. And
I did see that. I did see that. Up. I did see it. I skipped that to come here to see.
They're fighting out in space, and I left a comment. I was like, "This is perfect timing because we know Saitama can fight in space. He doesn't have to breathe out in space, and he can fly essentially just simply by farting. So Saitama can fly, dude. He could just fart his way around. This is actually real, man. I mean, the feats...
I don't know if he could fart his way all the way from Jupiter to Earth. That's one thing I don't know if he can actually do. Right? Because he went through the gate. So he farted himself through the gate to get back to Earth. So, I don't know if he could fart from Jupiter to Earth. I don't know if he could do that.
For both Saitama and Garo, just continue to go up and up, every single chapter. It's just unbelievable, how far Murata has pushed this. And there's nothing like it. And there's nothing like One Punch Man, dude.
Yeah, it's really good.
Huge fist into Garo's face. I mean, his face is protruding inward. And
while holding onto Genos' core,
rockets him down into Earth. And this finally seems to shatter off the god from Garo. But I think he still infused some of the power, but he at least broke off the face shell, because now we get to finally see Garo's face underneath all of this. And that's when Garo sees Terrio, who's dead. I guess it took him getting the god face shattered off him for him to finally realize and come to and see dead Terrio, and realize that, you know, the boy is dead that he's been looking after for so long. So he starts like crying and everything. He has this dialogue with Saitama, and then he does something. He like rewinds time. So it seems like he uses all of his power and all of his energy. It must have something to do with, you know, the understanding of the universe. He can, like, you know, figure out a way to like rewind time, or at least for like one person. And he uses all of his power to send Saitama back in time. And what he's telling Saitama to do, I mean, he's finally come to, and he's like telling Saitama to like kick his butt in the past so Terrio won't die. And in doing so, Garo turns into like stone or sand or something like that. He used up like all of his life energy for this move, this rewind time. And so, literally, like, if you guys know The Flash, there's something in it called the Speed Force, and that's how the Flash can actually travel through time. And this looks almost identical to the Speed Force. It's just like this, you know, wave of energy, and you can see various points in different, like, timelines, and essentially Flash can, like, jump out into one. And that's what's happening here. Saitama is seeing all of the points of their battle so far, and then he eventually sees God Garo, and he just punches him in the face. And this is the God Garo that had just looked up and thanked God for giving him the power. And it looks like Saitama just literally just one-shot him here. And with this final 2 double pages in a row, it looked like it's a very, like, you know, finale, final punch sort of deal. You know, Murata's telling us that it's game over. And this one punch, I guess because Garo, this version of him, hadn't, like, copied Saitama's serious mode a lot, his power level is still relatively low, so this one punch from Saitama just completely messed him up. I mean, smoke's coming out of his face, and he's, like, screaming and everything. It seems like his god face got shattered off, and I guess that's the end of Garo here. Maybe Saitama will explain to him, you know, what happened, but so there's 2 Saitamas, and what's happening here is the naked one from the future is like merging with the one from the present day. This is like time travel theory. Yeah, this is the direction Murata wanted to go with. You can see Saitama's body getting pulled out and basically just sucked into the other Saitama, and they fuse, essentially. And for some reason, in doing so, it put a hole right in Saitama's crotch. He looks down, he's like, my dick's hanging out. Now, Genos had been flying in to, you know, before he died and everything, and because Garo got knocked out, Genos instead flew into Saitama, and that's...
Hey, it looked like it hurt him too.
Where the chapter ends. So I think the next chapter will probably be like a cleanup chapter and end the arc altogether. I'm assuming Garo, you know, will go his own way. He is supposed to survive based on the webcomic, and this way everybody's alive. Blast is going to be the only one that really knows exactly what happened in the Galactic Cadre, but Blast still, there's that Blast from the future. Can he travel back in time? Is he still aware of...
I don't think the travel back in time... Look what they did to Garo, right? So I feel like if he travels back in time, he's just going to die. So traveling back in time from what we've seen could probably most likely kill you. Kill the present you. But it just showed you that there's multiple timelines. And if you do survive, that you're just going to merge with your past self.
How strong Saitama is this going to erase his memory as well? Because Blast is supposed to appear here, and I guess because Saitama knocks Garo out, or breaks off the God shell from his face, Blast isn't going to show up now. So I guess in this timeline, Blast doesn't know how strong Saitama is, which is Murata's way of essentially being like, the God arc isn't going to be for quite a long time. I mean, Blast needs to know how strong Saitama is in order to recruit him for the God arc, and now that's not going to happen. So I guess they're not trying to end the series quickly, and after this, it's going to continue with the webcomic continuity, getting into the Neo Heroes and everything else like that. But overall, I mean, this, like, Murata just gave us everything we wanted. Like, another 10 out of 10 chapter over and over and over and over again, maybe 6 chapters in a row. Absolutely mind-blowing work, and I don't know what else to say, man. I love it. I'm sad the fight is over. Like, you know, part of me really wanted God to give Garo more power and, you know, have that fight continue, because we waited so long for it, but boy did Murata deliver. It's just amazing. I do have a fan animation coming up of when Genos dies and Saitama gets serious, so be on the lookout for that. Gonna try and get it out by this weekend. Also, if you're interested in a Demon Rush t-shirt, I have these for sale, as well as these beautiful Omni Goku and Vegeta posters. You probably can't tell in the camera, but these are holographic, and they shift. Like, the 3D posters. They're absolutely beautiful, dude.
They look
very
dope.
limited quantity. Also have Lucifer from Demon Rush. This is also available, limited quantity. Same thing, holographic. There's multiple layers to it, and it's just, this stuff is so sick. So I have we got a lot of new products on shop.demonrush.com. Link will be in the description and pinned to the top comment as well. Support your boy. Buy a t-shirt and a poster. I'd love you for it. Thanks for coming to watch the video. Check out ExpressVPN.
I'm not gonna cap that Demon Rush holographic poster look kind of fly. I'm not even gonna hold you. Would y'all buy a poster from your boy? Feel me? Because I'm pretty good. I'm pretty dope. Feel me? I don't have a website, but you know I'm pretty elite with it. Anyway, y'all, if you guys enjoyed the chapter, let's wait till the English translations are out, and we're gonna see what they actually say. It's me, boy Sue, and you welcome. Peace.
Yeah.